Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson, and as promised, we have the coach of the Lady Cat basketball team, Coach Jody Fincher, is with us. Coach Fincher, thank you for being here.
You bet.
Collinsville, you take the Lady Cats to Collinsville. They go over there. They get out of there with a 66-25 win. Now that's a pretty, handy win. What does that do for you as a coach? I mean, it gives you an opportunity to play some players that normally wouldn't get minutes.
Yeah, our schedule has been really tough this year. We've had a lot of tough games, and so it's nice to have one like this to where you can, we got out to a big lead early, and we're able to rest our starters and played some young kids. Got to play, some kids that hadn't got to play all year, and some freshmen, and it was a great team win. We had. I think several girls in double figures, and two of those, came off the bench. So got a lot of playing time and a lot of experience for some young kids.
Fantastic. Well, the next game will be Northwest Classen. That's coming up this Thursday. And Northwest Classen, and the rest of the schedule really, there's not going to be too many gimmies. I mean, these are going to be tough teams, tough competition. What about Northwest Classen?
Well, they'll be 16-4 when we play them, and they're ranked number 15 in Class 5A. They've got a good basketball team, and we're expecting a tough battle at their place.
Yeah, what's the key to that game for you? I mean, have you?
Well, just play fundamental basketball. Play, execute on offense, and be where we're supposed to be on defense, and just play hard.
Yeah, I know you certainly, like any coach, take it one game at a time. But looking ahead to Monday, Bishop McGuinness traveling down to the Oklahoma City area for that big game, and tell us about Bishop McGuinness.
Well, we beat them by 3 last week. We led the whole way. We were up double digits several times. Just didn't play well toward the end, and made a shot with about 3 seconds left to put the game away. So they're a great basketball team. They're 16-4 also, and they're they'll be wanting to beat us. Wanting some revenge next Monday.
Let's talk about some individual players, if you will. Just some shout-outs to some folks, your athletes that you see, not only performing out there on the court, but leading in the locker room, on the practice floor. Who can you give some shout-outs to?
Well, Madison Birnbaum, our only senior, has done a great job leading this basketball team, not only on the court, but in the locker room and outside of school. She's, the girls look up to her, and she does a good job for us in that category. And, practice-wise, our kids practice hard. Carly Badley and Trinity Regner, they're 2 sophomores. They have improved so much this year, and it's because they've worked hard in practice, and so we're pleased with that. And Ashlyn Fincher is, for a freshman, has come a long way. She's really played well for us, and so we're excited about our young kids and how hard they're working and how much they've improved.
Yeah. Now, today, the coaches will find out. On Thursday, the news will officially be released. I'm talking about regional assignments. What do you expect from that?
Well, we, from what we're hearing, there's we could be anywhere from the 4 seed to the 6 seed. If we're the 4 seed, it's pretty important because we would host a regional, which would mean that we would get possibly another 2 games at Robson. And so that would be exciting because I don't know that that's happened in the last 20 years. Obviously anybody you play is going to be good, but we like our chances. Anywhere. Possibility of maybe going to Union or playing here, and I'd love to get that 4 so we can give Ponca some a couple more home games.
Do the Lady Cats on a statewide scale? Do the Lady Cats get the respect they deserve?
No, not being in a conference, not being around the Oklahoma City or the Tulsa metro area, it's hard for us to get the respect that we deserve, and that's why we've gone out and beefed up our schedule. We play big tournaments and try to play those teams so that they know who we are, and we're starting to get that. We going to the state tournament 2 years ago helped. Having a good record last year helped, and playing a tough schedule this year has really helped us.
Yeah, so there's a lot of advantages actually to get. speaking of advantages, I mean, does it allow you to your team to really come in under the radar in some ways and surprise some teams? Do you think some teams are not preparing as well as they should have going into a Lady Cat basketball game, and then you get in there and they go, whoa, what's this?
Well, I think we've got people's attention. We've beaten enough good teams. It started beating the number one team in the state in game one. So we got people's attention, but still, I think, not being in one of those conferences, they may say, oh, well, we're not sure about them. So
Okay.
it can,
All right.
some people know and some don't. So it just depends on who the coach is.
But if you get a high seed, chances are regional will be here at Robson.
If we get a 1 through 4 seed, it will be here at Robson.
Oh,
So,
that'd be fantastic. Well, speaking of a game here at Robson, senior night, it's coming up on the 15th. Piedmont will be in Robson Fieldhouse, and senior night every year, Coach Fincher. I mean, it's kind of an emotional night. You've only got one senior on your team, but still, that last game of the season in Robson. I mean, of course, barring the regionals, which we certainly hope will happen at Robson, but that's a special night.
well, it is because our seniors, and this year Madison's the only one, have put so much time into Ponca Lady Cat basketball, and to play that last game at home is special not only for the player but their families and for our kids. And we always talk to the kids about the underclassmen about how do you want to play your last game in Robson, and we talk about playing for that senior and sending them out the right way.
Yeah.
And Piedmont's number one in Class 5A, and they're a really good basketball team, so it'll be a challenge, and we'll be looking forward to it.
Well, like Coach Fincher said, the rest of the schedule, my goodness, it's going to be challenging for the Lady Cats. But tell you what, time and time again, they've lived up to those challenges all season long, and certainly hope that you're making plans on the 15th. It's Friday night, to be in Robson Fieldhouse and back the Cats as they take on Piedmont for senior night. Well, a lot to talk about in the coming weeks and the coming episodes with Coach Fincher about regionals, and eventually, hopefully, we're talking about state, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the goal. Coach Fincher, our special guest on this edition of Coach's Corner. Coach Fincher, thank you.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Our thanks to Coach Keenan Curry, the head coach of the Wildcat basketball team, and to Coach Fincher here. I'm Sean Anderson, your host. Until next time, and don't forget, listen to the games on 101 Country KPNC. Wildcat basketball featured on KPNC every game. Thanks for watching. Until next time.